Welcome back to another episode of the Disquarterly podcast. It is I.
Gang.
Not even accounted. Not
Wow.
even
Nope.
like accounted. You're just starting. You were just
Yeah,
going here.
We're just
yeah.
going in.
Yeah. What if I was
going-
nude?
We're feeling reckless. We'll post it.
Yeah.
Get
Yeah.
used.
Welcome back to the podcast. It's been how long? It's been 10 years
2
since
months.
we did one.
2 months.
Yeah.
But that's,
I don't know what
why
episode this is.
You know why that's okay? It's episode number 19. You know why it's okay that it's been 2 months?
Nobody
Why?
listens to this podcast. That's why.
That and because from here on out, we're doing it once a month.
We're going monthly, guys.
Absolutely. By episode 25, I'm sure it'll be once a year.
Yeah. You're right.
Or the annual Disorderly podcast.
We try to sum up the entire year in an hour and a half.
Bad. Anyways, gentlemen, how have you guys been these past 2 months? We haven't talked once in the past 2 months, so
No,
Yeah.
no, we don't do content together at all.
I hope
Absolutely
your
not.
lives have been okay. I hope everything's going swimmingly.
everything's been going downhill, but that's been kind of the vibe since birth. Okay, the question I have for you, the phrase, when somebody says it's all downhill from here, is that a positive phrase or a negative phrase? Because in my head, it's like, it's all downhill from here, meaning you're now walking downhill, which is easier to
and
walk
it's
downhill.
calm. It's easy.
Or it's downhill as in like a bar graph or like a chart or like a plot graph, and it's like the trend is going down. Bitcoin's going downhill.
Yes,
You know,
I think I see it as that.
or like think about it like this: when you go to the doctor, you want your test to be negative, right?
Oh, I thought he was gonna say testicles.
Those two.
Yeah, you want your testicles to be negative. My balls are feeling a little sad today.
No, you want your test to come back negative, but when you don't want to hear negative news. You don't want to hear negative things,
No negative Nancy's
but you
allowed.
want negative tests.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah, your blood test came back negative. Yeah, you don't have blood. Yeah.
Oh my
We don't
God.
really know what you are.
Oh my
Your
god.
blood test
alien.
came back negative. You're no blood, you're a crip.
Oh shit. Oh fuck.
God
Oh
damn
dude,
it.
good joke. Good
That's
joke.
not mine. You
So
know.
so what have we been playing on our own time? Not like for channel stuff.
Nothing.
I've been playing with the hearts of bitches.
Oh yeah, that's how you do it.
Well, I don't know. Well, oh wait, did you say on our own time or for channel stuff?
On our
On our
own
own
time.
time.
On our own time.
On
On our own
like
time?
video.
Absolutely. Okay, here's the thing. You're gonna hit this point in life where you hit 25, and you just find that video games aren't really fun.
God
And
damn.
So you play Call of
you
Duty.
You gotta force yourself to play games that might spark joy in your life. So you play Call of Duty, Modern Warfare, Cold War, and you quickly realize that this is not fun, and all you want to do is shoot yourself.
Isn't Cold War Black Ops?
It is.
You said
It's
Modern
Call of
Warfare.
Duty. Oh, is it? Yeah. Whoops. Like it's COD. I don't give a fuck.
Shit.
Call of Duty, World at Cold War, Black Ops 2, Modern
Of Warcraft,
Warfare,
Overwatch.
Among Us.
When's the last time you played Overwatch? Jesus.
When was the last time? Dude, okay, let me tell you. I still really like Overwatch, man. Like, I really like Overwatch. Like, I enjoy it dearly. It's
Yeah,
a good game.
You play it so much.
I played it hard when it came out in 2016. I probably played it for about 2 years straight, just relentlessly.
Oh my
And
god.
then I got burnt out because I played it for 2 years straight relentlessly. I took like a year break, and then I got back into it like 2020, and then I played it for like 6 months, and then I stopped. And now I'm just it's
Last
not a
time-
bad game.
Last time I played that game was beta. Like
Man,
I have a video of me playing beta, and it's terrible, but it's out there somewhere,
like it's
and
not
I
a
don't
bad.
recommend.
I enjoy it. I enjoy it dearly. It's not a bad game. It's just like I said. I have 800 hours in it, and it's just like I'm kind of at this point I'm just burnt out. And maybe one day I'll go back and jump into it and play some more, but I'm good for now.
Yeah, I'm too
I
busy.
thoroughly enjoy Overwatch. Nothing gets me more hype than fucking. There are certain feelings that I crave, that I chase. The big thing about PUBG for me was that I always chase that feeling. Winning in PUBG, that shit makes my fucking heart race. Like, I am winning, and it's like, I have to fucking line up a sniper shot to get the last kill, but it's impossible to do, because I'm holding my mouse, and it's just, I can't stop shaking, just the entire time.
Oh,
and
God.
like, we wrap up the game, my heart just, and my hands are just, like, going, man. Like, and unfortunately, I just don't get that feeling with, like I said, ever since PUBG went to shit, I've been trying to find a game similar to it. And Warzone right now is the closest I've gotten, but it just doesn't give me that same hit.
No,
It's like
I don't think
doing
any game is going to top PUBG.
Never. Now PUBG's garbage, and it'll always. I'll look for it wistfully in the clouds, in heaven, where
Waiting
it's
for your
actually no.
husband
Pardon me.
to
It's,
come out.
PUBG's went straight to hell. In hell, where it belongs.
I look
Have you guys
down.
ever played Fortnite?
Yeah, I played it a
Nope.
couple times.
Oh my god. It's a disaster.
I played it back
That
when it
shit
was
sucks.
decent.
Yeah, I played.
played it
I
back
only
in
played it
Florida.
once. I went to the Travis Scott concert.
Oh, ew.
Lie. Did
I
you
hope.
realize that the Ariana Grande Fortnite concert happened? It came and went, and then I just didn't notice.
There was one? I didn't know.
Yeah, Ariana Grande did a concert like last week in it.
Why
and-
the fuck would she do that?
Because it gives her money.
It was
Because
pretty,
Epic
money?
Games. Because Epic Games probably paid a fat stack her way to be like, hey, she didn't even have to do anything. Probably she just had to fucking sing.
They
And
probably
then
didn't have-
animated.
they probably didn't even have to sing.
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
They
lip
probably just took her
syncing.
song and put it in the
Yeah,
game.
they just gave her. Yeah, they
and
just
made
here's
her a
some money.
model. Yeah,
Yeah.
I won't lie.
Yeah.
Though, it was pretty cool. Like if you look at it like a video of it, it was pretty neat.
Oh yeah, the Travis Scott one was badass too. I just don't give a shit. Like it's cool as hell. I just don't care. Dude, nothing will beat Block by Block West in 2020, where they did South by Southwest in Minecraft.
What?
Because South by Southwest was canceled, so they did Block by Block West, and I'm telling you, fucking, they did metal shows in Minecraft where
Dude,
I've never
that's
seen
awesome.
I saw a wall of death in Minecraft, and I never thought I would see it. Oh, it's so cool! I'll pull up
Oh,
a photo.
shit.
I'll pull up a video, and I'll
That's
share it your way.
sick.
Oh my god, it was so cool. I didn't actually attend, but the videos I saw of it were just badass.
Oh my god!
And like, it makes me so sad that it probably won't happen again because
Did
it
you guys,
was just neat.
Did you guys know? I've done it. I've looked at it before. Did you know that there's a server in Minecraft that has replicated Disney and Universal and a few other theme parks, and they have it all in the server. And they have a website set up that's in sync with the broadcasts at Disney, so you can have that
weird.
and listen as you're walking around and hear like the Disney music that's playing and like all the songs, and it changes
What the
per
fuck?
area. So like you can have that playing, you get to listen to the music from Disney, you get to ride rides and like buy hats and shit. They've replicated all the rides. It's super fucking cool.
Oh, dude, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to do that.
Yeah, it's pretty sick. All right. I've got something.
You got something planned? What the fuck?
Yeah.
That's going on.
I've been fucking looking at Block by Block West again. I apologize, but go ahead.
All right. All right. So, I have a list here. We've talked about this in the past, me and Finch. I have a list here of the.
Forgot about this.
I have a list here of the worst. worst
Yes.
worst lyrics ever from songs.
Yeah, Kelvin, before we get into it, if you had any idea about, if you could think of, I'll just see if you can think of any. If you could think of your memory and think of the worst song lyric you've ever heard. Do you have anything that comes out right off the bat?
Yeah, right off the bat, I believe in G-O-D. Don't believe in T-H-O-T.
All right, that's good. That's a good one. It gets worse.
Oh.
All right.
Was that one in there?
No,
Like, at
no.
least?
That one's not
What?
even. These ones are like, they're bad. So I have a list of 25. I'm gonna just gonna if any are I can't say, I'll skip past them. But
Okay.
Just to give you an
Like the
idea.
N-word. If you can't say
Yeah.
that, don't.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
Don't recommend it.
But I'll read some of these just to give you an idea of what I'm talking about because these they get me. They make me laugh. All right. But before Finch, do you have any that you have that you could think of?
Trying to think, but no, I can't really think of anything right now. But if something comes up, I'll bring it up. But
we have the notorious. I don't know if it's on here, but we have Outcast with "Fuck It, We Chicken Nugget," which we reference all the time now.
What the fuck?
that's my go-to. Ever since you told me that, I literally cannot like even in life, I'll be at work and I'll be doing something and I was like, oh fuck it. I'll walk away like we chicken nugget.
That's hilarious.
All right. I have two lists, so I'm gonna give you guys some and just see what you guys think. I'm gonna test it. I'm gonna see if you think it's a good line or a bad line. All right. Number 1, we have Notorious B.I.G. in 10 Crack Commandments with Rule Nombre Uno.
Rule Nombre Uno? That's it? I thought that was the name of the song.
No.
Fucking god.
Calvin, what does nombre mean?
Oh, you didn't say it right.
Exactly. Number 2.
Neither did Notorious B.I.G.
Nombre.
Number 2.
Oh, disgusting.
Number 2, we have Got So Many Chains, They Call Me Chaining Tatum by Drake.
Oh, dude.
Oh my god. Whew.
That's awful. Do they know English, or are they just saying shit?
Does Drake know English? No, he's Canadian.
Yeah, he's French.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
All right, we have Dr. Dre with Never Let Me Slip, because if I slip, then I'm slipping.
Oh, fuck.
Never let me slip, because if I slip, I'm slipping.
All right, we have a self-proclaimed lyrical mastermind, Kanye West.
Oh, yeah.
Don't try to treat me like I ain't famous. My apologies. Are you into astrology? 'Cause I'm trying to make it to Uranus.
that is one of that's like something the biggest virgin would tell you. Like,
yeah. You go up and you say that to somebody up in the club. That shit does not get you laid.
That should get you shot.
Yeah, I can get you maced. All right, we have Rick Ross with I'm into.
Oh God. That's all you need to tell me.
I'm into distribution. I'm like Atlantic. I got them motherfuckers flying across the Atlantic.
What the fuck? It's just lazy. It just sounds lazy. Like, what the fuck?
Oh no.
All right, we have Guru with lemonade was a popular drink and it still is.
Oh no.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Oh my god.
Bars.
Yeah, absolutely spitting straight lemonade.
Lemonade was a popular drink, and it still is.
Yep, lemonade was a popular drink, and it still is. All right, we have Jay-Z.
Oh my fucking god.
With "You're a child of destiny. You're the child of my destiny. You're my child with the child from Destiny's Child."
God, that's horrible.
All right. Give me one more. Give me the best one you got.
Oh God.
Let's go.
Oh, that's rough. Hold on, I gotta find one.
Oh.
All right, perfect. Can't say it. We have Future with
Makes dumb music.
fuck around, pull out my dick, and I pee on her.
Oh my god, ew.
Oh, good god, dude. Good god. You guys want to start like, okay, so you know in Doki Doki Literature Club we all go home and write a poem. You guys all want to go home and write a real shitty rap song and we come back and share them. It's just that we're gonna make the shittiest thing known to man. I gotta turn my fucking fan on.
Oh, dude, yeah, we should.
Oh,
actually.
good God.
Oh.
I could finally share my famous song that I made when I was a kid, "Flamin' Girl."
What is it? Excuse me?
Wait, repeat that?
I made a song when I was a kid called "Flamin' Girl."
Oh my!
I don't remember the lyrics, but I can come up with something.
I wrote. Let's see. This notebook right here is where I wrote some songs. Fun fact: I used to be in a band.
Oh, dude, sick.
Yeah, but we never went anywhere. Because no band that you were ever in, most bands that people were in never went anywhere.
No band comes from Georgia.
Yes.
Or Ohio.
Typically not. They typically die on tour. I'm sure I could find the lyrics in here or so, but yeah, I mean, like, it was in 2018, so you know they're not that bad. But I'm sure now hold on. These are my two notebooks from fucking like middle school and high school.
Ooh.
I'm gonna browse through these. I'll let you know. What's that?
I still have mine.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, because I'm so into writing, I just wanted to have shit like, you know, shit. This shit's just nice. I'm wondering if I have any.
Over the years.
I want to have. Yeah, exactly. Like fucking. It's good to see. That's the thing about art. Is if you make art and you can go back in time and you can look at something you used to and be like, oh my god, that was the most that's awful. That's shit.
Yeah.
It's really good. It shows that you've grown. It shows that you're no longer shit.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You know what we haven't done in a while?
What's that?
I haven't read my dreams.
Oh shit.
It's been a long time.
Do you still have your journal?
Yeah, it's in that closet over there.
You know, I don't think I've ever seen it. I'd love to see what it actually looks like. Is it just a composition notebook?
No, I can show you what it looks like.
Go get it.
I'll look for it while you're looking.
Absolutely. God,
I found one more. I found one more line, one more lyric.
You gotta wait for Kelvin to get back before you say it.
Before I close this page out, I had this one. I just want to read this one. Just wow.
Hey, Umbra. I mean, there's nothing really wild in here, but all right. Kelvin's on his way. Here he comes. He's putting them headphones in.
Kelvin.
All right,
before I had one more line up here I wanted to read.
Oh my god!
Before I close this page
How
out.
is it?
It's truly. Some people are just too smart for their own good. All right, so here goes. I like them. Okay, I like them black, white, Puerto Rican, or Haitian, like Japanese, Chinese, or even Asian. You know, because they're separate things.
Damn, girl, are you Chinese or Asian?
Oh my god! Wait, who wrote that?
That was Chingy?
No, John.
Yeah, that was my line.
That was John's words.
That's actually not a lyric. That's the name of my next album. All of that.
The whole thing? What are you, like, Panic at the Disco?
Yeah, I think that's one of their songs.
Sure, let me tell you, I'm sure Panic has some terrible fucking. Look, I know Panic has some terrible lyrics. Not like that stupid, but just like.
Let's see.
There's a song they do. Hold on, what is it? Let me actually look what it's called. There's a song that is just the rhyme is just so forced. I need to actually look what it is.
Which one? Is it a popular one or just like
no, not at all. It's a B. Oh. It's a B-side. Okay. But it's off of their Vices and Virtues album from 2011. Oh man, let's see if I can find it. I don't know if it's actually on Spotify or not. I don't know. Yeah, I'll have to look it up. Anyways, Calvin, go ahead. Talk to me about your dreams.
Okay, so this is how it looks like.
Okay.
Oh my good god, yeah. Yours is shredded.
I'm
I love shredded
expecting those
notebooks.
pages to just fall off.
There's one that fell off. These are the drawings that I did. These are the characters. That's how they're supposed to look like.
I didn't realize you did drawings for it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Ooh, it's terrible. Okay, so where were we? I don't remember where we left off. The day I got the Omnitrix.
Yeah, wait. I think that's the one we were supposed to read.
We did that one.
Or was
Oh,
it?
okay.
Or wait, which one did?
Yeah, I think that one's next. Okay, so this is part 17.
Okay.
The day when I got the Omnitrix. After doing after doing all that stupid stuff, it was summer, and we went camping. Later that night, something fell out of the sky. What?
I feel like we might have heard this one.
Maybe.
Whatever.
Let's go next.
All right, let's go next.
Yeah,
I don't give a shit about that one. Part 18. When my son took my Omnitrix.
I forgot that you had a child.
I was 9.
I like how
9 years old.
I can appreciate how your stories stay consistent.
Yeah, you know.
Voldemort.
Half of these aren't even dreams. I was just by the end of it, I was just like, yeah, whatever. I beated up Ben. I took
Ben.
I took of the I just robbed his ass.
Fuck you, Ben.
And put it in a case. And then when everybody was asleep, my son Kelvin Ramos III, he know my password because it was the fuck. I am so awesome. Then the Omnitrix jumped on my son, and then he left. Okay, so he didn't take it. And he said, let's have some fun, and turned into Ghost Freak, and then into Stinkfly, and then a lot of bad guys.
Alright, go ahead.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
And then a lot of bad guys that wanted to take the Omnitrix, and he ran, and then I showed up with my team and beated up all the bad guys fast, and the kids are 16 years old. And then the Omnitrix was destroyed. And then all the bad guys came. And I used to say, oh no, not again, to be continued.
Oh my god. Kelvin, I'm so sorry.
What do we do while you read these?
I didn't, yeah, I wasn't looking.
I have a bit that we've been doing the entire time where we just mime out what you say.
Oh
my good god. And it kills me so fucking much. Alright, do another.
Alright.
No. Oh,
Let's do another. Let's go. Wait.
I gotta get into character. I gotta become baby Kelvin.
16 years old now. He's 16 years old now.
Oh, damn. 16-year-old Kelvin. Damn.
Wait,
man.
Were you 16 when you wrote this?
Nope. I was 9.
Oh.
But 9-year-old thought he was 16.
Thinking ahead.
Yeah.
Very forward thinking. AOC.
My fucking heart hurts, man, from how much I laughed. Oh my god.
Alright, part 19. When all my evil enemies came. Then the bad guys came. And we got scared. And let me tell you. That all the bab guys.
Bab guys, perfect.
Are the ones from past. And then H-E-D-E, what is that?
Head.
H-E-D-E, heed.
Oh,
Heed.
that's it.
Head.
Do you think you do heed? Damn.
No, I didn't know that word, so I probably wrote something wrong. At our secret hiding place. And then they found us. And then we had a big fight. I went first with my blast. And then Keith made a super blast and knocked me out. And then Justin R made a mega blast. So Keith got knocked out. And he disappeared. And then my son, he made a giant blast. And all the bad guys disappeared. But they all said, We will be back. That's to be continued.
You're back. Spine. Next time you see us,
We will be spine.
No,
We
these
will
are
be
wet.
we will be lumbar.
Oh my good god.
We haven't even gotten to like the craziest shit yet.
That's not the crazy.
We're not at the craziest shit. You have the Omnitrix.
You have a
That's
son,
true.
and you were 9.
Back in business. Oh my god. God, memory lane.
What do you think is like the most like? Give me a teaser. What is a memorable moment that like something that sticks with you about your dreams? Like, what's a moment that you can recall that you think is the craziest shit? Give me a teaser of something we might have coming up.
Let's see. It's when I make a sequel of the dreams, and I try to guess. Everyone's like 19 or some shit, and I'm like, it's been 10 years. I'm weathered.
I'm weathered. Man, that's
I'm
the
done,
most
dude.
terrifying words you could have ever said. You put the idea into my head. Dream 2. That terrible.
Oh,
I
God.
fucking that awful, disgusting idea.
Oh god.
What do you guys think is like? What is the most memorable dream you've ever had, or like a dream that like stuck with you that you is either ridiculous or just weird? What is it? What like?
There's this one. He does this thing called Minecraft Manhunt, where he.
I just made that joke. Go fuck yourself.
Most memorable dream. I had a dream when I was younger, where like it was when I still had like a full family, and
Aw,
and
John. We'll be your
Laugh at
family.
this point. I don't care.
Yeah. These are fucking pointing. No, like we were like in a mansion, like a gothic mansion, pretty sick mansion.
Sick.
And there was like this skeleton. Like his head was a skull that was on fire, and he was wearing like a robe. It was pretty sick.
God, I
He
love
was
Nick
pretty.
Cage.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Did you happen to have this dream after watching Ghost Rider?
No. But no. So he like hunted us down, and like he had these blasts of fire that had like a skull in the fireball. So it was like a skull blast, and it turned us to stone.
Sounds familiar.
It turned us to stone. So my family got turned to stone, and then it kind of became like Dead by Daylight, and I was running from him, like knocking over like shit till he couldn't follow me, and I ran out of the castle, and that's where the dream ended. So I never went. And
How old are you?
I was like 8.
Was Dead by Daylight a thing?
No.
Not when you were 8.
No.
Okay, so mine's real fucked up.
All right.
Mine's not funny. I woke up traumatized from a dream that I had by myself.
Oh no.
Because I can't really tell you the sequence of events. I can't tell you the specifics of what happened. I can just tell you what I realized the dream was when I woke up. Because I woke up and I was a changed person. Like I had to contemplate my life. Because that
God
dream messed me
damn.
the hell up.
God
Because
damn.
I dreamed
God, this is supposed to be funny.
no, this is not funny. This is bad. I dreamed that I shot up my high school. And I woke up from that dream and I just like, what the fuck am I going? Like, I felt like I need to go to therapy. Jesus
Holy
Christ.
fuck.
It made me so uncomfortable. I was just, oh my good God. I was,
Dude,
that
what
like
the
hung
fuck?
over me all day. I went to school that day and I was just like I was
Yeah,
traumatized.
I'm sure you were. You're fucking. Oh god.
So that dream just fucking, oh.
You just went full Tate from fucking
Yeah, I went full
American
Tate.
Horror Story.
Absolutely, I'm dead. You wanna
Holy
make out?
shit.
Oh my god. What
Good
about you,
God.
Calvin?
One thing that really sticks in my mind was one of the very first dreams that I could remember. It was, I was a little boy. I was probably like 4 or something. I had the dream, and I don't know what the fuck I was watching that night, but the dream was I was walking through like a dungeon. It was like a crazy ass dungeon, and there was someone following me. There was a girl, like in a portrait, and she was she had like leopard skin, like a like not like her actual skin, but like a leopard skin like over her.
Okay.
And there was like a huge portrait of her. And she was blonde, and I was walking through, and there was like a bunch of like you know what that shit is called, where like you lay down and there's like a thing coming
A
down
casket?
slowly.
The axe, like the fucking...
Yeah, there was like a
Oh, the
bunch of
guillotine,
those.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there was guillotines and shit. It was really fucked up dream. That's all I remember from it though.
Oh god. You're like a Saw movie.
Yeah, it was weird.
So one thing about dreams, so this isn't like really there isn't much to this, but it's just cool how dreams work. To me, it always has been, because like I specifically remember a dream that I was able to realize afterwards the reasons why that dream played out how it did was because of the events of my day when I was younger.
Yeah.
So stuff like that happened. Yeah.
So it was when I was way younger. So Finch, we played through Resident Evil 5 recently.
Of course.
And do you remember the guy with the chainsaw with
Yeah,
the sack?
yeah. And the bag on his head.
I
Yeah.
wasn't like scared of him or anything. It just kind of happened to be in the dream. So I had to have been like 10 or 11, and that day I had gone to school. My shoe, the sole of it, the bottom of it, was like coming off, so it was like flapping. And so I had to walk around all day, like, with my feet, like, you know, my shoe, like, basically falling apart. And then, I went home. I had, I had a dinner that included cranberry jelly. So it must have been, like, turkey or something. And then I had played Resident Evil 5 at some point.
Okay.
So the dream that night included a part where I got chased by that man. He ended up killing me with his chainsaw, or something of that sort. And when he cut my face off, but my face was cranberry jelly, and he didn't go all the way, so it was like flopping, like the front of my face. Yeah.
This sounds like a Robot Chicken sketch.
And I remember that because I remember being like, okay, I see why. I understand.
There was
Kelvin?
We'll never know.
We'll
never know.
Man.
There sure was. Kelvin?
There we go.
Oh, I'm back.
There you go. All right, you're back.
Yeah, my shit's been weird. There was a dream that I remember where all I remember is I was in a car with my grandmother, and then all of a sudden some dude runs up to the car, swings the door open, and tries to get me out of it. Like he was trying to abduct me.
Oh my god!
I like that. I like that we only remember like the traumatic dreams.
Yeah,
I couldn't remember a dream that like was happy and fun. You know, I just remember like John just remembers getting his face cut off into cranberry jelly.
The thing that
Kelvin
was really
remembers
scary
being
about
kidnapped.
Yeah, the thing that was really scary about it was he was making like a noise when he was as he was trying to pull me out. He was like, like
you went to the zoo that day and saw like a monkey.
Robbie, no!
Oh my god!
Oh, good god!
Hey, play R.I.P. Harambe by Elon Musk. Thank you.
Yeah, Kelvin, have you heard about this?
What?
Did you know that Elon Musk has made 2 songs?
What?
Yeah, Elon Musk has made songs recently at that, too.
What?
Yeah. Go ahead, John.
In 2018, Elon Musk made an EDM song called R.I.P. Harambe.
R.I.P. Harambe, sipping on that Bombay is the chorus.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh. And then I didn't know this second part until I looked it up. But he recently made another song under his label, I suppose, probably a self-made label, called Emoji Records. Emoji.
Oh, there we go. Back.
Emoji Records.
Emoji Records. And so the second song, let me find out what the name of that bad boy is.
Yeah, the world's dying to know.
Don't Doubt Your Vibe. And yeah. So he has 2 songs, 2 years apart, and I can't wait for the future of music.
No, I can't.
I want you to listen to these. I want you to listen to these when you get a second. Yeah. Fucking.
Okay.
You know what?
Because I'm gonna. Yeah, these are gonna be when I start quoting. Oh, you're listening to him now? Hell yeah!
Consider it done.
We get the live reaction. Hell yeah!
Oh my god!
Of
Here we
course
go.
we do.
My internet's being trashed right now for some reason. Like I just keep leaving.
Well, we only have like 20 minutes left, so if it,
Yeah, it's fine. Elon Musk.
So while you get that pulled up as well, too, fucking, it's not that bad of a lyric, but I found one that I fucking like, or is just okay. It's very dumb.
Glad we circled back to bad music.
Yeah, go back. It's a song by Denzel Curry, and it's the last song of his album Zoo, called PAT.
Okay.
And the chorus opens up with contact set out. I'ma hold the fort. All black sticks out like I'm Voldemort.
Shut the fuck
Sticks
up.
out like I'm Voldemort. Oh my god.
God damn it. Yeah.
Okay, let's see. I'm gonna listen to this shit.
Absolutely, we're gonna get that live reaction. And there it is. There it is. Well, there's a still image of it. That's about 4 pixels. That's the thumbnail. Oh my good god. Oh my god. But like, I don't know. Denzel Curry has some good lyrics. I don't know. Fucking Real G's Moving Silence Like Lasagna is another good one. I love that one. Oh. What are your thoughts, Calvin?
My internet just went away.
It did.
Again. Yeah. Let's try it out here.
My goodness.
R.I.P. Harambe. Sipping on...
Look at that face.
Stop it.
Face.
Oh my god.
Do you think it's... Hold on. Do you think it's on Spotify?
Probably not, because it's SoundCloud.
It is!
Ew. Is it on Spotify?
That's going in the playlist.
Ew.
It's going on the playlist, yeah. I now know the song I'm going to open up every stream with. Welcome to the stream. R.I.P. Harambe. Keep it real, homie. You with JC now, my main man.
Who sings it?
I couldn't tell you.
I have no clue.
It's Elon Musk.
It might be... So, on Spotify, the featured artist is Emoji Records and Young Jake.
Young
Jake.
Let me listen to Young Jake and see if it sounds familiar.
Young Shake. How much did Young Jake...
I could see it.
How much do you think Young Jake was paid for this song?
It was from Elon Musk, so probably not a lot. This is the only song under Emoji Records is R.I.P. Harambe.
R.I.P. Harambe. Sipping on that Bombay.
You got
all right, well,
perfectly.
I don't know about this song. It seems a little weird. It does slap though. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, Elon Musk, good job. You want a sponsor? Let us know. The disorderly conduct will sponsor you. You could really use the exposure.
We'll give you a hand. Don't worry.
Oh my god.
Oh boy. Okay. So we got 20 minutes left.
Absolutely.
What do you want to talk about?
Wait, you got something for us?
I got one more dream if you want to get to part 20 before we end it.
No, we'll save that for we'll save part 20. Let me tell you. What do you guys think is like what do you guys think is like a book that like kind of shaped you when you were reading it kind of growing up?
Hatchet.
Hatchet? What's Hatchet about? I know you've talked about this and I know I've asked before, but remind me what Hatchet is.
It's a really good book.
It's an okay book. Yeah, it's by Gary Paulson. A kid is like his parents are divorced and he is taking like a single like a one, basically only a few people plane. It's just him and the pilot through the Canadian wilderness to go see his dad, I believe.
Okay.
Or like to stay there for the summer, and the plane ends up crashing, and he basically just has to survive in the woods. But it's a pretty cool book.
So why do you think it shaped? What about it shaped you?
I guess just like the independence of it. This kid who's having like a pretty tough time, and he's
going through like divorce with the parents. Yeah,
and even though it's a tough situation, obviously crashing in the middle of the Canadian wilderness, as it would be
a little bit tougher, just slightly tougher.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely.
He kind of works with it and learns to he adapts to it and survives out there by himself.
Yeah, it's a good book. Recommend.
What about you, Calvin?
11.
11. Real recommend if you're 11 and your parents are also divorcing.
Yeah. I read that book in 6th grade.
I read it in 6th as well.
There's a book, Lord of the Flies.
Okay. Yeah. Fuck Piggy.
Yeah. It made me, the way it shaped me was, it made me realize how shitty some people can be. Just how garbage.
That's the point of the book. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Like, I mean, I get it.
I feel like it used to be a book that used to like freak me out. Mm-hmm. Like I read it in maybe 7th grade or something like that, but it would freak me out.
Because like it's like a very situational horror. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like very dark. Like kids are just killing each other and shit. Mm-hmm. Like.
And I like the mental, like even the meta, like the mental changes that the characters go through, like the twins who end up just becoming one character after a while, and then like that's like they start as twins and then they just eventually just melt, like they meld into one consciousness. That's fun. That's cool.
And like I think the turn actually happened when they just killed Piggy.
Mm-hmm.
When they threw a boulder at this fucking dude and killed him.
Yeah, fuck Piggy.
What about Simon?
Fuck Simon. Fuck all that.
Simon gets stabbed to death.
Kids.
Simon's like the starter, like main character, right?
No, Simon wasn't
so long since I read Lord of the Flies. I only remember Piggy, to be honest.
The movie was fucked up.
Piggy. Oh, it was a movie? Was it a good movie?
Yeah, there was 2 movies. There was a movie from the 50s and a movie from like the 80s or 90s.
Were either of them good?
It was okay.
Okay.
Obviously,
I'm pretty sure the 50s one sucked, but the one from like the 80s and 90s is okay.
It's a good book and a decent movie too. The Giver.
I love the movie. I've never read the book, but I really enjoyed the movie.
Yeah. I watched that once. Yeah. And never again.
I don't remember.
I'd only heard of The Giver and had no idea the premise, and when I watched the actual movie, it was not what I expected to be, but I really enjoyed it. Like I was pleasantly surprised. I've got a couple books that did it for me. So I think for me, growing up, and this won't be very surprising to you, but me, Goth Queen. Neil Gaiman's The Graveyard Book is just stellar. It is about a child who is his parents are murdered when he is about 1. And the child ends up escaping. The child is planned to also be murdered, but ends up like walking out of his crib and walking out the front door and walking across the street into a graveyard. And basically the inhabitants of the graveyard are all ghosts, or all dead and everything like that. And it's basically like everybody who's buried there now lives in that graveyard. And so they take on this human child, this living human child as one of their own, and take on the task of rolling. And so the book covers the character's entire life, from living in the graveyard and stuff. And it's really good. Like I
gotta read that.
It's really good. It is a young adult book, but it reads very well. Like I love it. The illustrations are wonderful. I was introduced to one of my favorite allegorical concepts because this gets into the concept of dance macabre, which is it's an older concept. It's basically the idea of the dead rising from their coffins and they lead the living to the grave. It's basically it's the dance of the dead where all these dead are bringing the living to the tomb as well. And it basically pictures death as this great equalizer, where no matter what your status is in life, if you're rich, if you're poor, if you're successful, or if you're a failure, no matter where you are in life, you are all equal in death. Everybody will die. Everybody will, everybody at the end of the day, everybody is on the same plane in death. And that's a theme I really like, and it's introduced in this book, and that's kind of where I got introduced to it, and I'm still a big fan. As for the other one, this one's wild. This is House of Leaves, and House of Leaves is one of my I'm not gonna lie, it's so hard to read this book because it's intentionally hard to read this book. How familiar with you are House of Leaves?
Nothing.
Not at all.
Okay, House of Leaves is a concept I reference a lot. So this book is it is a metaphysical horror novel, and it is meant to be hard to read. It's meant to be disorienting to read. It is about a person moves into a new house and they find a record up from the previous owner. The previous owner was making a documentary film about a family that had just bought a house in Virginia. The family, they go out and they come back and they realize that when they've come back into the house, there is a new door in their house that wasn't there before. And they open it up. And it shows a long hallway, and it's basically the hallway cannot fit inside the house logically. So if you were to look at the house, it's pretty small, but you go in and there's this long hallway that literally just physically cannot exist in the space that it is. And so the family started venturing into this hallway, and it delves into a set of stairs that go downward and stuff like that. And that's the general story. But the telling of it is just phenomenal. There are pages and pages of this book that are meant to be, like I said, it starts out fairly like a normal book and everything like that, where you just have pages of text and stuff. But as you read, things start to get different, where eventually there are pages that just have single words on it. There are pages that you have to turn the book upside down to read, or there are pages you have to put the book in a mirror to read. And there's just blank pages, and it's to represent the actual house itself, that the house is disorienting and not at all not physically possible or something like that. And then there are multiple narrators that then start to talk to each other in the book and stuff like that, and there's conflicting stories, there's conflicting information. It's all meant to be very confusing, very, very, very much disorienting and unsettling for the reader. And it's a hard fucking read because of that. But it's a good read. It's very worth it. But you are meant to struggle while reading this.
It sounds very interesting. I wanna get it.
Yeah, I love House of Leaves. Any House of Leaves references and stuff like that. That's a big thing for Song of Horror. Is that those kind of references in Song of Horror? That's my shit.
Watching Finch
how old is the
struggle
book?
to put the book into the shelf.
Fight me! I wasn't looking at it. All right, how old is House of Leaves? Let me look at the release date. House of Leaves was released in 2000. Originally published March 7th, 2000. It'll take you about 12 hours to read.
If they made, I feel like it sounds like a story that it'd be very hard to adapt into a TV show or a movie. Would you be open to that idea?
I don't know, because you need to have, it wouldn't do it justice, because you need to have that that part that affects that part that transcends the film.
Mhm.
Like there needs to be some part that like you can go sit down and watch a screen for an hour and a half and get a cool movie.
It sounds
But
like okay. It sounds like it has to be like a movie where if you do watch it in a theater, they have to like interact with you and fuck with you while you're sitting there watching it.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. And
yeah.
that's and like
That hasn't been done since the 50s though. So
and oh my good god. And it's like you need to have I don't know, you need to pull like a PT level of shit like this where you have some sort of interaction beyond the actual media.
now, what about a video game?
A video game could do it great. I mean, like, we have things like I'm Scared, which require you to go into, like, the game files and stuff like that. We have what could have been PT, which was which, you know, like I said, was going to fuck with you even when you weren't playing the game.
It's gonna call you up and shit. Oh,
yeah,
dude.
exactly. Like, yeah,
That would have been a great game.
Like, that could be wild. And, like, oh my god, you could do some really fun stuff with media. But, I mean, still, I don't know, like, I think it does have a very specific, very interesting place in text because the author himself, even while he was basically getting this book typed out, he specifically went to the printing process and he did it all himself because he was like, nobody is going to do this the way I want it to.
No one's gonna understand it.
Nobody is going to, if I have anybody but me do this, like, nobody's gonna do it. And, like, there are even things like, there's a record in the, like, there's a companion story that goes with it that's also included in the main story. It's included in the book. There's, like, a second book inside the first book.
Whoa.
And it has hidden codes in it. Like, if you read the first word of every sentence, it has, like, hidden messages and stuff like that. And it's just, it's all meant to, you know, it's all meant to just fuck with you. And I love shit like that. I love anything very metaphysical like that.
There's actually a movie that I was just thinking of when you were talking about this book. There's actually a movie that is, like, it's got to be heavily inspired by that concept that came out in last year, starring Kevin Bacon, called You Should Have Left.
Okay.
I haven't seen it, but now I've seen the trailer for it, and now you say it's like basically this guy is like I don't know if he's like a writer or if he's like something weird. I don't know, but like he moves to this house and like the house like he keeps finding things in the house that shouldn't be there or like can't be there. His vacation home, and it's just like this whole thing. So I'm curious if they took inspiration from that book. Well, more than likely, I would assume.
What you just said kind of reminded me of something, and this is a completely new topic. But okay, so there was a story that I read on Reddit once, and this is a story on the internet, so it very well could just be made up, or you know, it could just be fake or whatnot, but it is a very cool concept, even if it's fake. So it was a story, like, I think it was like an Ask Reddit thread, it was like, you know, like, if you have ever been in a coma, how, you know, what was your experience? Like, what happened to you and stuff like that. And a guy comes in, and he tells the story of how he was in a coma.
Mm-hmm.
And in his coma, he ended up living an entire life, basically. He had, like, years and years of life he lived. Like, he had a family, he had a wife, and he knew names, he had a job and a career and everything like that. He had hobbies, and, like, he had this separate kind of existence. And then he saw everything, like, he couldn't tell that he was in a coma. But one day, he noticed that he looked at a lamp, and he said it just looked weird. Like, he couldn't really figure out what it was about a lamp, like, in his living room that wasn't right. But there was something not right. I think he described it as he was living in a 3D world, and the lamp was 2D. Just 2D in just there. In his living room, a 2D object. Okay. And so he describes that he just ends up staring at the lamp, and he stops eating. He stops working. His wife and his kids leave because he's just fixated on this lamp. And he just keeps looking at it and looking at it and looking at it for weeks on end, and then he wakes up. And that's how he got out of his coma, by just focusing on this lamp that's just out of place that's not real and
That
stuff like that.
That would make that story or something based on that story. That would make a really cool movie.
That
Especially
that
if you
sounds
didn't
exactly.
Oh, go ahead.
No, that sounds exactly. That story exactly sounds just like a story that someone told while they were on DMT or something. They like did that drug and
like
then
a trip, like a hallucination. Yeah.
And then they came back. And they're like, "Oh shit, that wasn't real. I miss my wife.
I miss my wife."
Yeah.
Now, I wonder if anybody's ever been in a coma. They woke up like, "Shit, I had such a great life in my coma world. Send me back."
Oh my god, bring me back, please.
Oh my god. What were you saying, John?
I was gonna say that would make a really cool concept for a movie as well, especially if done in a way that before you watch the movie or the show, you don't know that they're in a coma either. And then in the movie, almost like Paranormal Activity-esque, where things happen that you don't explicitly have to notice. So,
I love things like that, where like media, where like shit happens originally, like as you play, but you don't notice because it's your first time seeing it or playing through. But then you can go back, and it's like, oh shit, all the hints have been there the entire time, you know?
Yeah, like for example, like a movie where the main character, there's a different story being told. And then it just kind of turns out that what's going on isn't actually what's really happening. The character's just in a coma or something of that sort. And then things around him could start to happen, like, for example, that thing with the lamp, or like, as you know, there could be a shot in the movie where he's walking through a room and like something warps or distorts or something, or skews. Like, that would be neat. I would love to see that used as a concept.
So one thing, we've actually played a game kind of like that, Jonathan, where we just recently played Stories Untold for stream. And so Kelvin, Stories Untold is a game made by Devolver. It is a story-based game. It's told in 4 chapters, and in each chapter, you're doing something different. Like, the first chapter, you are sitting down at a computer and you're playing a text-based adventure horror game. Where it's like one of those old games from like the 90s where it would tell you like a paragraph of text, and you would type in your computer, look at so and so.
Go north.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Go north. Exactly. So that was the first chapter. Then the second chapter, you're in like an operating theater where you're performing an experiment on an alien artifact, and you're using like medical grade equipment on this alien artifact, trying to just do research on it. The third chapter is based on you're in a weather reporting station out in Greenland, and you are just you're putting in you're getting emergency signals from something, and you're having to translate those emergency signals into messages, and then send the messages out. And so it turns out, this is spoilers, by the way, for anybody who hasn't played Stories Untold and doesn't want to hear it. This is your spoiler warning. So in the fourth chapter, it's kind of all revealed that everything that you have been playing, all those past 3 chapters, is your main character having hallucinations in a coma due to he was watching this TV series, and all the 3 chapters were episodes from that TV series that he was then having hallucinations about, because your main character basically left a party drunk and driving his sister home. Got in a car crash while drunk driving. Ended up in a coma, and started having these hallucinations as well. While basically in the medical recovery process of trying to get like mental cognitive ability back and stuff like that.
Yeah, and
then the entire time you're playing. Like, I was watching John play it for the first time, knowing it, and I was just looking out for these messages and like these things, and it's one of those that it's very obvious. You have these, like, as you play, you have references to your sister. Like, there's like, you see her name or her face occasionally and stuff like that. And then like there's one where it's like, when you're at the weather reporting station, you can look at your little instruction book, and the front of it, it's fucking like Central Operative Messaging Archives, which is coma. which is
Oh,
coma and
shit.
stuff like that.
Yeah,
And
there's like a date,
and there's-
a date
there's
that keeps
just-
appearing.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, the same date, the same names and stuff like that. And
Yeah, and I guess the thing in the story, the kicker of the story is that like that drunk driving accident in the game, you got out of the accident. Your sister, you could have saved your sister, but instead your character you crashed into a police officer, not like a and then you plant a bottle what you had been drinking, I think whiskey or something of that sort, in their driver's seat. So all these events, like the 3 first chapters, are like a retelling with like this character's guilt of like, I did that, or I don't even know if I would say guilt, but so there's like little things where like I think there's even like messages where you can hear like your mother, like lines that'll come back later, right? Like shit like that, right? If I remember correctly, like things that people say.
you're like while you're in your coma, your mother's talking and you can hear her voice and stuff like that. And
Hi,
then
Umbra.
here's Umbra. There he is.
Peeked out
But
of the
yeah,
window. He was like.
But yeah, while you're in your coma, you can hear like your mother's voice and stuff like that. And when you're first playing it, you just think, "Oh, well, this is just a voice." Like you don't really you don't kind of know what it is.
Mhm.
But then once you play it again, you kind of like, "Oh, okay, I start to get
You
it."
get it
like
100%, yeah.
Yeah,
like shit like that is fun, you know.
Like in the second chapter with the medical equipment, you're being told and instructed what to do, but then you play through that again in the last chapter. And it's actually what the doctor was telling to do to you on the medical table. It was like turn it up to 150 joules and like static, and you think it's because you're doing something with an alien, but instead you're actually that's what the doctor's doing to you. So
yeah, so stuff like that is so like just like that. I love things like that are just like. They have the replayability and the rewatchability because, it's like, oh, I know the big, here's the big thing. Now I can keep out hints for that.
Yeah, yeah, that's the cool part about stuff like that. All right, well, I think we're about
Are
that
we there?
time. Yeah,
is it
there.
that
Yeah,
time?
we're there.
Damn. Wow, I really dominated this last half hour, didn't I? All right, cool. Get fucked, idiots.
Really got it, man.
Oh goodness. Well, that was a blast. We'll do this again next year, guys.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. See you guys
Look
next
out
year.
for us 2031.
2031 disorderly podcast coming up.
You guys have anything else you want to add on an ending note?
Eat your Wheaties, kids.
Yeah.
All right.
Drink some
Wine.
G&Ts.
Oh.
Drink some G&T, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, as we said earlier, we're moving to once a month, so you can expect episodes once a month on the reel. Other than that, just if you're listening to this on YouTube or watching this on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. We'd appreciate it. We're like 4 subscribers away from 200 as of saying this.
Yeah.
If you're listening to this on Anchor, Spotify, anywhere, just make sure to favorite it if you enjoy. It helps us out, and we
Leave some review. Tell us that we suck.
Yeah, do that. And other than that, thank you guys for listening, watching, whatever you did. We hope you enjoyed, and we will see you later.
Later, dudes.
Bye-bye.